So Mick, a 3-0 win here tonight against Penrith, a very good win.
Yeah, really pleasing. First half wasn't great as far as we were concerned because our standards are high, but yet we still went in 1-0 up, and it was just a case of tightening everything up, making things a little bit better. And I thought the second half display was very good, well worth 3-0, could have been more. And the most pleasing thing, I guess, from the whole team and Kevin myself's point of view is another clean sheet. Really, is what we wanted from early in the season when we were getting in. So it's nice.
After a very close first half, the first goal was very important, wasn't it?
You mean in the second half? The next goal was very important to me. Now you mean the first goal, as in the first goal?
During the first half.
All right, yeah. It was close, and like I've already said, we didn't play as well as we could have done. We maybe didn't use the ball as well as we could have done. We were great in the defensive third, moving the ball, getting out. So playing out was fine, but it was the next bit, kind of playing through or playing in. We've never really done that well enough. There was only 2 crosses went in, and they were both from the right hand side, one after another, and we scored from the second one. And it was a case of could we do more of it, especially the way they were playing. They were kind of lined up 4-4-2, and they went into a diamond. And basically, that diamond, the weakness of the diamond was getting at the fullbacks, and we didn't do it enough. In the second half, we did. You saw obviously from Tom Potter's cross, from Graham's header, getting down the side, getting across it. It was great stuff, and we played much better the second half.
And we were very dominant in the second half, weren't we?
Yeah, totally dominant. And again, it could have been a few more goals, but that's fine. We were professional. We've done things right, and we kept the back door firmly closed and limited any opportunities Penrith had to a minimum, which was all we can ask. And the pleasing thing was there was an improvement from the first half to the second half, and that should be the case in every game. We should always get stronger if you've got aspirations of titles and promotions.
And 2 goals for Graham Armstrong. He scored nearly 30 goals this season now. Scored over 50 goals for a club, a tremendous achievement.
That's fantastic. How many's he got? Nearly 30?
Yeah.
Well, what are we halfway through? So why not go on and get another 15 or 20? Because that's what you need really from Graham if we're going to get promoted. And we just need others to weigh in with their share around him, really.
And in addition to Graham Armstrong's performance, Thomas Potter had a very good game, didn't he?
Yeah, Tom was really effective, really positive, and again, the way they played, the opportunities for the 1v1s down the sides and even overloads if we chose to get our full-backs forward. But in that case, we didn't need him. Tom had the beating of the full-back, and he caused them all sorts of problems. And to be fair, on the other side, Lewis again was a threat. On the other side, having the right goal, sometimes coming inside. And being a problem in and around the box. So kind of pleased with everybody really. Everybody played their part, everyone done their jobs in the second half as opposed to the first half, but it was a good display.
After a tricky end to November, early December, with a series of defeats, how much of a relief is it now to be back in winning form? Well,
you're always going to have a little sticky spell, no matter who you are. And if you're a good team, you're going to have winning runs, and it was just a case of getting over the sticky spell. I know 1 or 2 people are a little bit impatient from the sidelines watching Hebburn, probably a little bit disappointed, and throwing out 1 or 2 bits of criticism on social media. It doesn't help. We want everyone to support us, and through the little sticky results as well. But we've shown now with a few good results that we weren't a bad team. We'd never become a bad team. We just had a sticky spell. The most disappointing display was the Shildon one, where we never turned up. We were absolutely awful, and I think that was the lowest point. That was bad, even though there was a couple of results after that which weren't great. It was always going to get better at some point, and over recent weeks it's been good. Obviously we're missing Michael today. Michael McEwen, he's on his holidays in Mexico, I think, and the pleasing thing was it was kind of seamless. We were well organised, well disciplined. And we had a platform to build on, which I felt we've had that the last couple of weeks, and Kevin would say the same thing. So everybody done their jobs. Obviously Carl's been out for a while with an injury. He's very good today. It's hard to come back and put in 90 minutes the way he put in 90 minutes, and he got himself a good goal as well. And Robbie, again, who's always faultless with regards to his defensive aspects of his game. He goes around, he does his job, and he pinches the ball, and a lot of it can go missed because he just wins it and plays it, usually simply. And again, a good display from him. Likewise, right from the back, from the 2 centre halves, doing their jobs, solid, and giving them a platform to play on, really.
And going into next week against Ashington, they sit sort of lower half of the table. It's a game you got to win, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we're on the road until February the 8th, and we've got to look to pick as many points up as we can if we want to get promoted. Stockton may well, that might be too far. The points we've dropped may be too far for us to catch. But we should be certainly still aiming for first, and if we fall short by a place or two, then we're still promoted. But yeah, we've got to go Ashton positive and build on the last couple of weeks, build on the Benfield result last week, build on today. There's no reason why we can't go there and win. It won't be easy. Ashton always do well against good teams. You look back historically this season, some of the better results have been against the better teams. They've dug in and got something. And we'd have to go there, and work really hard and get the job done. But it won't be easy. But no game is in the Northern League, and you've seen that in the past in games we blew when we've had bad results. Teams will come in and want to beat Hebburn because they were runners up last season. And we're one of the favourites to get promoted this season, so we'll scalp. And the lads realise that. Like I said, the response today was good.
Mick, thank you very much.
No problem.